What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the show. Appreciate you guys being here right now. Today, we're going to be talking about a watch event and an authorized dealer. We went to Reis Nichols. Okay, so Reis Nichols is one of the larger authorized dealers here in my city, right, in the rural area. They do carry Oris, they carry Rolex, they have Tudor, they have IWC, and a number of watches. Now, watch brands, that is. Now, this event, it was pretty nice because now you don't just have a sales associate, you have the actual rep there. And the one thing I could tell you when you walk in, I was greeted by Laura Lee. Amazing. And not, like me personally, I've had anxieties about going to places like that because, when you talking about high end, y'all seen the channel, you guys know that Hamilton, I have a number of micro brands. I have Deep Blue, I have Boulevard, Invicta. I have a number of watches that'll run you anywhere from $50 up to like 800 or something like that. So you're talking about companies, or they have brands that have a higher price point. So what would drag me into a place like that? Hamilton. But they also had a brand in there, Shinola, right? So we're going to talk about all that stuff. So from the aspect of watch geeks, watch nerds, watch fanatics, or enthusiasts, whatever title you go by, there were a lot of people in this place. On the 27th, well, actually 26th, because it was 26th and 27th. By the time you're seeing this, of course, the event's over, but I want to give you sort of like a tutorial of what to look for, what to expect. It was one of those things where, let's start with the reps. As soon as you walk into Reis Nichols, you're greeted by, they have security. And I'm not just talking about just some regular guy with a flashlight. They have, law enforcement. So ain't no foolishness going on there. And you walk through, you look at, to your left, there's a lot of jewelry. To your right, of course, there's they got a watchmaker center in there and your repairs and whatnot. It's pretty decent, right? So the first person you come up to, I didn't see a Tudor rep, but Tudor's right there. But then there was a rep for Oris. 14 years.
Trap.
Yo.
Can I borrow you for a quick sec?
Sure. There was a rep for my brand. What's that? This is coming home.
And the plane.
So I sat and talked with him for, I don't know, probably, I can't remember. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, possibly. I don't know. But when you go to a watch event, man, the number one thing is I'm looking down, and there's one thing to see people on YouTube talk about stuff, but having a rep there, he or she has the information that you need. So I'm asking questions. I'm, literally pulling out all type of stuff. And you know what's crazy? This watch from Dune 2. Crazy. I haven't seen the movie yet. And I'm pretty sure once I see the movie, it's just going to add just a bigger feature. Now, would I get that watch? Me personally, that's a hard one to say. I didn't think I would like a watch that was shaped like a Dorito. But I actually like the watch. It actually wears pretty nice on the wrist, too. I have to say it wears really nice. So then, there was, Breitling was on the other side, on the right of me, and Tag Heuer was over there as well. And there was a lot of people right there in that area. So I just kind of walked around the bend, and then I ran into Shinola.
At the hotel, we now have it's like a beer feed, I think they call it. It's called the break bin, but you go and you buy tokens, and then you can get your beer that way. It's an interesting concept.
But the rep there, Stephanie, ain't nothing to play with, man. And it's nothing like having a rep that's so knowledgeable of the brand, and whatever they don't know, they be like, hey, they don't just tell you a bunch of crap and send you about your way. She took time, and if I was asking questions, and then I was talking to another guy, we were having a discussion, and it's a beautiful thing. And while I'm talking to him and I was listening to the story, I looked over to my right, and Cartier was over there.
That one runs, we have a couple different sizes. That's a 36 millimeter, and that one is, where did I put my glasses? I think they're back there. 60, I need your eyes. Is that 60?
Cartier had me going, bro. Oh man, I like Cartier. I think that's like a grandfather's watch. And I just happen to be a grandfather. But anyway, the Shinola brand was, in my opinion, was really nice, man. So they had the Monster, the Great Lakes, or no, it was the Lake Michigan Monster. That watch, I picked it up. I looked at it, checked it out. The blue was blue, right? Blue was blue. But it was a really nice shade of blue. The watch was heavy. It felt like it was well crafted. It felt like, just, you have it on the wrist, it just feels like, this is it. And I looked at a number of their timepieces, man, and I was impressed, you know, even with the bronze and everything else that goes along with the watch they offer. Plus, they do leather goods. They had a desk clock there. They also offer wall clocks. So I think it's all around brand. It's really nice, man. I was impressed with them. So that ended right there. I literally left that event and I came back today. But by the time you see it, and it's late, or maybe it's the next day, maybe it's Sunday. But nonetheless, before I left, I had pizza. I went live down here. We had a watch event, or they're having a watch event. Thank you guys for joining in, and want to show you the cars and whatnot. I'm gonna get to that in just a second, man. One of my favorite cars in life is sitting over there. Those of you guys that caught the live, appreciate it. Well, when I come back, like, it's way more people. Questions being asked, there's all type of stuff, and this is one thing that got me, was I don't know anything about Oris outside of the cost, right? And the fact that it's a nice looking watch, I do like. You know, I've always liked certain Orises, not so much the Kermit, but yeah, I just like Oris as a whole, as a brand, and I ask questions. Oh my God!
We're going to interrupt your day and ask you what you're wearing. Be prepared to talk about.
How tall is the crystal?
9 millimeters.
Oh, you got the depth ratios on the back too, man. That is slick. And he explained to me, the rep explained to me, the difference. Like, they have their Salida base movement, and then they have an in-house. Then I saw that Pro Pilot, which I've heard the term on YouTube, but like really getting it in my hand and looking at it, looking at the movement, I say, yo, this watch is crazy. Titanium, and this thing is just under $10,000, right? And I said, okay, that puts you in the mindset of some of these watch brands, they not playing with some of this stuff, man. And it's one of them, you start justifying in your mind, would I even bother getting this? Because, like, I start thinking about Panerai, because I'm like, okay, Panerai is in that price range. You better be doing something for me, man, to get my mindset off of Panerai for me. But it was all titanium. This thing, oh wow, that watch was amazing. To be a skeletonized piece, man, so lightweight. I like the watch, man. I really do. Really like the watch. But I appreciate the time the rep took with me, and I was like, hey, I'm not buying it, but you know. And even like, for the most part, you're talking about, like, their prices are north of $2,000 for their divers and things of that nature, man. But they're independent. I didn't know that. I thought they belonged to a group. But then I got called back over to Shamilton, and there was a young lady there looking for a watch for her husband, and I believe she actually got the 37 millimeter version of this. And I did what anybody would do, and just took well, I'm not gonna say anybody, some of y'all wouldn't take your watch off, but I took my watch off and gave it to her so she can look at it. Yeah, train. Here's the takeaway. If you made it this far, thank you. The biggest thing about an event and the authorized dealer like Reis Nichols is information. If you are close in the area, and I can't say that the customer service in your ADs by you is going to be the same. Customer service is not equal. It's not across the board like it's supposed to be, you know, A-OK. And you can say, hey, I spent as much money as I'm about to spend, or consider spending. You better treat me right. Really don't have to. It's their preference if they want to do that or not. They have a customer base already. So you going in with the attitude in a place that I'm not familiar with. I could just tell you the places I've been to. So Trifecta is A1, Palmer Jewelers is A1, Moria Jewelers. Did I say Moria's already? Moria's, Trifecta. All the places I've been to is dope. All the places I've been to is dope, man. I just had a brain freeze. It's crazy. I would say the customer service that was given to me was amazing. And they killed any anxiety that I had prior to going in their place. So Reis Nichols, if anybody from Reis Nichols actually sees this video, man, I give you 2 thumbs up, man. You guys did an amazing job. But I did pay attention to how you were interacting with everybody, man. And the reps were just on top of it, man. The reps are amazing. So the next event for me, and what I'm going to show you guys is Kokomo is having the Whiskey Wheel and Watches event, which is June 8th. And then July 12th is Wind Up. Some of the reps that I met today at Reis Nichols will be there. I would love for you guys to join us out in Chicago if you are able to. If you're in the surrounding area, if you're 2 hours away, come. If you're 3 hours away, I'll say still come, because you're going to meet. Long Island's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of vendors there that you want to meet, man. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. And then, like, if your first time, you get to, man, you don't have to buy nothing. You're not required to buy anything. Information and getting to touch the watch, that's the best thing. Because I can tell you all day, and again, we'll get into this, I can tell you all day that this watch is amazing, but it's not in your hand, it's not on your wrist, so I could just be saying that. But it's not a sponsored video either, so nobody has encouraged me to say that. I just like the watch. So with that being said, let me know what you thought about the event. Comment below. If you have any events coming up in your area, man, please let us know what it is. Put it down in the comment section. And you already know what it is. Until the next lightning strike, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be blessed.